Applying for the OVW Financial Assistance for Victims, Notice of Funding Opportunity. In this presentation, you can expect to hear more about tips for submitting a complete application for the OVW Financial Assistance for Victims program, and ideas for successful project designs. Tips for submitting a complete application. Complete applications contain all required components and are submitted before the due date. Funding cannot be awarded to programs who submit incomplete applications. If there is a technological or weather-related issue that prevents you from submitting an application on time, refer to the Notice of Funding Opportunity or NOFO. The NOFO is the best place to find all of the necessary components of a complete application and the corresponding due dates. A list of all the mandatory components for a complete application can be found in the NOFO. Please review the list carefully to make sure that you submit all of the necessary items for your organization type. Eligible applicants. Below is a list of eligible applicants: federally recognized tribal governments, victim service providers, tribal nonprofit organizations. Please also be aware that entities proposing to pass funds through another organization instead of assisting victims directly are not eligible. Scan the QR codes below for more information. The QR codes will direct you to the Application Companion Guide and the Open Notices page of the OVW website. What are financial assistance funds? Flexible financial assistance funds are intended to support victims in achieving safety, stability, and healing by paying for necessities that are not easily met by traditional grant programs. This approach is rooted in the understanding that victims are experts in their own lives, deserve dignity, and know what they need. The OVW Financial Assistance Program has been designed to support victims and address barriers in creative ways. Applicants should consider project designs that are expansive. Think broadly and creatively about your project design, how you can support victims' expressed needs, and how you can responsibly and efficiently provide flexible financial assistance to victims. Funded projects may not consider a victim's income or require participation in other victim services as a prerequisite to receiving OVW-funded financial assistance. Financial assistance can be used in a variety of different ways to meet a victim's needs. These funds are uniquely flexible and can be used to meet victim-identified needs, in consultation with good financial policies. The following are examples of allowable expenses with flexible financial assistance: direct cash assistance, prepaid cards, debt relief, furniture, vital document printing, school supplies, employment training or educational expenses, clothing, medical debt, moving and storage costs, wellness expenses, security cameras, temporary hotel stays, and transportation. While some allowable expenses were listed on the previous slide, that is not an exhaustive list. Financial assistance can be used to provide many different types of victim-identified needs, so applicants are encouraged to think as broadly as possible when offering services to victims with flexible financial assistance. One important note: each individual victim's situation is unique. Financial assistance funding should be driven by individual victim needs, not program assumptions of what victims need. Decisions about specific items that the project will support with FAV funds should be made on a case-by-case basis, not at the application stage. Let's take a look at a scenario when flexible financial assistance may be used. Alex has been accepted into the financial assistance program. Alex shares that she is currently looking to participate in a local Certified Nursing Assistant program or CNA program. Alex also shares that before starting the CNA program, she needs to travel to another state for a court date but cannot afford a plane ticket. Alex states that she has located an apartment but cannot afford the application fees, holding deposit, and the security deposit. Let's consider some ways we can use flexible financial assistance funds to support Alex. First, we'll list out the services Alex is asking for: CNA licensing and course tuition, a plane ticket, and housing costs like application fees, holding deposits, and a security deposit. All of the anticipated costs are underlined in the slide. Now that we have the services Alex is requesting, let's consider how flexible financial funds can provide those services. Financial assistance funds can be used for costs related to housing, including application fees, holding deposits, and security deposits. They can also be used to provide 100% of the rental costs for a limited period of time, as well as other costs like licensing and course costs for the CNA program, and the plane ticket for her court date. The program should work with Alex to determine what she wants to prioritize. An individual is eligible for flexible financial assistance if they identify as a victim of domestic violence, dating violence, stalking, or sexual assault. There are no additional requirements. Projects should not require a victim to have participated in, be currently participating in, or plan to participate in any other program services in order to receive this support. Again, the focus of this program is flexibility and respecting the choices and specific needs of victims. Budgeting considerations. Please see the sample budget on the OVW website and the NOFO for more information. Applicants who intend to design and implement for a flexible financial assistance project with FAV funds should ensure all requests are identified by the victim. Verify that costs are allowable. Unallowable costs for this program include purchasing drugs or alcohol, or funding any activities that compromise victim safety. Confirm that costs are reasonable. Note: reasonable means paying a fair market rate and considering the cost in the context of a specific individual's life. Ensure safety, privacy, and confidentiality while processing payments, particularly when making third-party payments. Educate victims about potential financial, tax, and legal implications of participating in the program. Ensure that necessary fiscal policies and internal controls are in place in order to accurately track payments made to entities on behalf of victims and distributed to victims. Programs should consider their ability and available mechanisms for distribution of flexible financial assistance. Remember to submit all required application components by the due dates as outlined in the NOFO. Refer to the NOFO for all submission instructions, and review the project design information outlined in this presentation. If you have questions, please email the OVW Financial Assistance Unit at ovw.financialassistanceprogram@usdoj.gov.